don't know what. Facebook and YouTube. Why did that? Okay, there we go. All right. I think we are on. All right. Hi, hey, Miss the Sanctuary. Hello, Miss Khadija. How are you? Hello, Mr. Ebenezer. Carlin. Hello, how are you? Hello, Morgan and Jenny. Welcome in, welcome in. Say hello, welcome in. Say hello, welcome in. Leo Sanchez. Hello, is it Michael? That's a very unique way of spelling Michael. Well, welcome in. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. My goal tonight is to go to bed early. Like, literally go to bed early. Let's see how that's going to. Questions night. That's true. I didn't forget. Let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Because I need to get my butt to bed. Trying to keep my eyes open. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful week. It was quite, the week went pretty fast. Like, August was, see, the one thing about the last part of each year that I've seen is that it moves pretty quickly. And then January rolls around, and then January's like, oh, hold up. Y'all just had a good time. Let's take our time. No rush. That January should be renamed No Rush Month, really. But August was here. It was super fast. September came. It was just sprinting. I don't even know what word to use for October. Thank you. Don't know what to use for October. October is just Octobering. But anyway, hi everyone. This is Attorney Abdisola Atibola Olalane. Hello, so how are you? I am an immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. Got an immigration case. If it's something that we handle, it falls within our scope of representation, we'll be glad to represent you. And it doesn't matter what state you live in. And as I always say, immigration is federal practice. What that basically means is that because it is a uniform law in every state controlled by the federal government, as long as an attorney is licensed in one state, they can represent you. Hello, Mr. Efesa. In your immigration case. So we'll be glad to take on your case. 334, if it's a case that we do. 334, happy Thursday. 334, excuse me, 334-341-4475. Thank you, Mr. Sanctuary. info@olalealawfirm.com. olalealawfirm.com is the website. And by the way, we are having a promotion for our 30 minutes consultation option. It's normally 100. It's going to go at least 150 come January. Just letting you know, because the whole big beautiful deal, whatever I had to. Business is business. It's one thing to practice law, it's another thing to run a business. That's the one thing they don't teach in law school. They teach you the law part, but they don't teach you the business part. So you got to figure that out as you go along. But anyway, so right now we are running the promotion for the month of October to celebrate our 10-year anniversary. I still can't believe it's 10 years, but 10-year anniversary at the Olalea Law Firm. So for the month of October, rather than $140 for the 30 minutes consultation, we're running a special for $110. And so if you don't want to miss out on that, you head over to our website. Go on WhatsApp, request someone. Lydia will send you the link on WhatsApp, or the easiest way is just go on our website or go on WhatsApp or go on our website and you just schedule your own consultation. So that is $30 off. Like, see, if someone gives $30 today, magba neat like mate shake hand because then again, I'm half Jebel, so we don't turn money down. We just don't. But anyway, welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I hope you've had a blessed week so far. And even if things did not go your way, trust and believe that because God has given you another opportunity, another day, a new dawn, that means it's not done with you yet. So just enjoy. I really just be grateful for each and every day. And congratulations to Dr. G. His green card was approved today. 7 months, no interview. Miss Malawi work permit and travel documents. She is yet to establish her identity in this country. Has been without doesn't have a social security, nothing. So just knowing that her life is about to change. That's 3 pizzas from Domino's Pizza. So, oh well, I don't eat your future because I don't really care for pizza. I mean, I buy for my kids. I eat pizza only when there is no other option of anything. That's the only time I would consider eating pizza, to be honest with you. Like that's the only option I have, or better yet, that's the best option of what I'm just not a pizza person. But then again, my boys, I mean, American kids and pizza is like, as my dad was saying. Oh, well, it's 10 years this year that my dad passed away. This month, that my dad passed away on October 27th. October is a heavy month. It's a month filled with blessings and also some kind of heavy lifting. But we thank God. But anyway, come on in. If you are just joining us for the first time, say, I was talking about what my dad used to call, he used to call it pizza. He used to call it pizza. Pizza. In African, man. Abi mama, Shamara pizza. Yeah, Amara pizza. But anyway, if you're just joining us for the first time, let us know what state, what city, what country you're joining in from. Follow, like, share, subscribe at Olale Immigration. Thank you. At Olale Immigration, we'll be glad to represent you and take on your case, because then again, we invest. Listen, passionate representation is not taught. You're born with it. That's what it is. Let's shine on God's glory even much more. All right, as Miss Ellen Sanctuary said, questions night. Like I said, on Tuesday we couldn't do questions because I had to go braid hair. Yo, mommy duty comes first. Maybe even if it's braiding hair at 10 p.m., it is what it is. Like, that's my full-time job. I just do law. In my spare time, I practice law, even though my spare job is what pays our bill. So, hello, Miss Debbie from Portland, Maine. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you've joined before. Well, I guess you haven't, but if you have not, welcome. This is about the most positive space for immigrants that you're going to find. And so we come together every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. Every other time zone in the City or Alexa or one of those people don't. We are on AI. But anyway, so we talk all things immigration. We pray for one another. We encourage one another. We, share testimonies and decree things that we know that God is still going to do in the lives of many. So welcome. All right. The way questions work is put your questions in the comment section. Please do not repeat questions. Like really, literally, I don't even have the energy tonight. Do not repeat questions. Just I will get to as many questions as possible. If you repeat a question, not only will it be skipped, so if your question is not being answered and you repeated the question, that's why it's not being answered. But if you don't repeat questions, I can go through rather quickly, and so that saves a lot of time. So put your questions in the comment section. It's questions night tonight. Let's ask questions you want to ask about immigration. I don't always know the answer to everything, but I try. So responses to your questions are general information, nothing specific to anyone's case. Anyone wanting a more detailed consultation or a more detailed response to your question, then you'll be better off scheduling a paid consultation. All righty, so let's get started, y'all. Put your questions in the comment section and we will go through as many as possible. Okay, let's see. So once again, disclaimer, general information. No, when did I do it? I had a consult with someone yesterday. Yesterday. And then we had a consultation before, and she came back yesterday because what we talked about didn't go through it, and she was like, well, I remember you told me to do. I was like, no, that's not something I would have said. I just wouldn't. So I said, not only is that something I would not have said, I can guarantee I didn't say it to you verbally because that's why my main mode of communication is emails. So I'm like, okay, let's go see the email. So yeah, it's like, that wasn't what I said. So, but anyway, very, very general responses. But we'll be glad to strategize with you on your own specific case. Once again, that's 334-341-4475 olalelawfirm.com. Okay, let's start on Facebook and YouTube. I'm eligible to apply for N400 this month, but I filed my 3 years taxes this month. Am I ineligible for citizenship? It was because of personal reason, hardship, now all cleared taxes. Without knowing general information, without knowing exactly what was the reason why you didn't file the taxes when you were supposed to file, I think it's in your favor that you've paid. When you say all cleared, have you paid all the taxes, or you have a payment plan, a payment agreement in place? Two different things. Well, I'm tired, I'm telling you. Okay. Is it true that if a VAR petition is filed against you, your subsequent petitions in the future will be affected and may be scrutinized at interview level? Do you mean that if you are, when you say VAR is filed against you, like talking about someone who is the abusive spouse? Is that what you're saying? If so, the USCIS does not use information in the VAR case against the alleged abuser. It's against the law. They cannot do that. Okay. A green card holder filed for husband outside the U.S. November 9, 2 year now, still no approval. Is it normal? And let me put it out there. Anything, hello, Miss Peggy, anything about how long something is taking, is it normal, whatever, go on uscis.gov/processing time, put in your case type, put in your priority dates. It will tell you whether or not your case is outside normal processing time. I have a filing number of 2 years. When do I expect to receive working? That's something I can't speculate when you should receive a work permit on your U visa. Again, uscis.gov/processing time. Okay. Okay, let's answer the question. All right. You're welcome. All right, let's go. Put your questions in the comment section, because if you send us questions later on through email or text or whatever, you are going to have to pay to get the question answered. This is an opportunity to get it answered for free. So, let's see. Lawyers should be doing consultation giveaway. Oh, really? Do you give away your stuff free service when you go to work? Do you tell them, don't worry, I just work for free this week, I'll just come in, you don't have to pay me? I'm sure you've probably never done that before. Underscore Ijoba, which one, of heaven or which one? It's amazing what people think you should be doing with your time. This is not free enough. Okay, thank you, Oluwapamileri. Is Oluwapamileri? That's a lot of Yoruba language, but that's a nice name. Well, I have a cousin who is Oluwapamileri. I'm like, okay, how much longer does your name need to be? Although we call her Ayo at the end of the day. Ayo, not yet. Like, so what's the whole point of the beginning? But Oluwapamileri Ayo. So that means God has given me cause for laughter, right? Joyful laughter, or something. That's, I know Henry is laugh, good, joyful. Henry is laughter. Ayo is joy. So does that mean joyful laughter? Or listen, y'all just name the kids. My kids' names are long enough for me. Hello, Miss Fumbi. How are you? 3D's African Kitchen. Good evening. How are you? Hello, Miss Sophia. What's going on? God's favorite. Good to see everybody. May God continue to raise his soul. He will be so proud of you. Thank you. I want to believe so as well. Um, I want to believe so. I tell you something. My dad. If you see me, you see my dad. You see all this chinko eyes I got from my dad. And no, my siblings sometimes would make fun of me, especially my younger brother. Like it was like, "Are your eyes open?" Yeah, my eyes are open. You got jokes, ha 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 ha. But anyway, um, so I'm licensed in Alabama and I'm also licensed in New York. But I tell you that the only reason, you know how African parents can get under your skin and get in your brain and get in your mind to make you do stuff, especially when it comes to education, even if you have no plans to do it. But then your mind does not settle, your mind does not rest until you do it. I remember when I uh, passed the bar exam for Alabama, and I told him back in 2014, and just the year before he passed, and he was like, "Oh, congratulations!" He used to call me Abi Mama, congratulations, but it's not New York bar. African parents do not even hide things. Like even does tell you like how they try and let you celebrate that before they tell you what's the shortcoming is. They just give you ghost bats like that. Like that's your business. Go cry you a river. He was like, but it couldn't New York. Ah, he like I'm like well go. So go to shake to but not license. But the point I'm making is even though so even though it was like okay what does it even mean I mean in my head you know how you're thinking things in your head but you can't say that because in my head I was thinking I got more education than you have so you can tell me obvious I didn't say that but it just never left my brain that oh no it's not New York. And I think the thing with my dad was because when I was trying to get my transcript from Nigeria and you learn all that from Nigerian law school, all that good stuff, he was the one who did that. And I initially had to do the New York bar. I was actually going to sit down for the New York bar back in 2003, but then I got married, put that in the back burner. My dad was like, "You did what?" So I think he never let it go, and so he always brought it up. And finally, in 2017, I decided, okay, let me take this New York bar exam. If I pass it, great. If I don't, I tried, and as God will have it, I did. But the only I don't regret things, but the only thing was that at that time he was already gone. I can never forget on the day we went to Albany, the third department, because I'm out of state. I cried my eyes out. Like it was just that was inconsolable because I was like it was just like too much emotions. Like finally, I could feel that peace within my soul. That okay, he's probably like okay, I'm good now. I'll let you be kind of thing. So I still don't use it because I'm still in Alabama, but it is what it is. But he was my biggest cheerleader, so I know I feel it within my spirit that he is super proud. I could do no wrong with my dad, but he forgot to tell me that that doesn't translate to every other man in the world. Because I just thought, if my dad couldn't tell me no, why would any man tell me no? We listen, we don't judge. Judge yourselves. I'm just telling you how my brain was working, and until I found out reality, like kung si Bello, she really tao. Should you? Um, I have a family friend who just got a letter that his divorce cannot be verified. Yeah, we come with friends again. It's Dick Belore. Can be verified in Nigeria. Okay, so what's your family friend's question? Or what's your question on behalf of the family friend? Can you help with that? I don't verify documents. We can take a look at what his notice says, but we don't verify documents. Hello, Miss Peggy. TJ Wala Lafia. Hello, finest Shandy. Good evening. What? Miss Ellen Sanctuary, you're not going to believe who's on. Mr. Maggi is on. Mr. Maggi, no, rapture didn't happen. Because my mama's still here. So I know my mama will make heaven. What? What? Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Honorable. One and only sister. Like, how are you? How is hello, Mr. Harry? How's your wife? Constitution give it. Please just ignore if people just open their mouth and say things sometimes. Oh, you seem to, yeah. I laugh in Spanish, so you want free life, Connie. I mean, it makes me happy to tell you what to do with your own time and money that they would not do. I wanted to ask if you get spirit at work. Hello, Benny Gold. Baba Samuel said what he said. He said what he said. He see my dad was very very blunt, and I think I have a mix of my parents. My mom is a straight shooter. She doesn't know how to sugarcoat things, but she is diplomatic to some extent. My dad was just no. My mom is straight. My dad was more of a diplomatic person, but he very 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 blunt. But you wouldn't be able to say, you won't be able to put your finger in it. Like, was that a shade or was he trying to be like, you could not. But my mom, you could. So I took from both of them, and that combination is very lethal. It's like, so let's just keep going. Hello, epic movements. You made it live. Yes, come on in, and we're doing questions tonight. Remy, Chalafia Lewa. Good evening. How is everybody? Fanny Shani, please tell me you have not been to Canada and leave that young man alone. Oh, you're up tonight. That's good. Let me enjoy my foreign community time. That's good, right? Enough with the American folks at work. Mr. Maggi felt the change in weather. You decided to check it. Like, okay, what's going on? We've missed you guys. We've missed you as well. But you got your 10-year green card. You left us. Isn't that how life is? Isn't it almost a year already, Mr. Magic? Right? Or my miscount? I think it's almost a year, right? Listen, when people ask me how many green cards have you gotten, can you imagine how many people represent in 10 years? Just. And this year also will be the 10th year that I've been representing my very first university client. And I thank God. Thank God. In 10 years, God has been faithful. Even in those kind of cases that were so complex. Like one H1B we had last week, that it was, that they saw my bold red font all over when it sent us a request for it. It's like, not today. Sit and get thee behind me, not today. I was like, okay, where's the red font? Because I'm not having it. Y'all just don't rain on my parade. I'm not having it. And even the foreign worker was like, thank you so much. And that's what this is all about. So I'm just grateful. I'm just blessed, and I thank God. I'm humbled, very very humbled. God, a very lethal combination. I'm telling you. What time frame do you see with approval? Again, you got to go on uscis.gov/processing time in Sophia. But generally, because I do quite a number of VAR cases, VAR right now I think is 43 months, but it can range from 2 years to about 4 years. That's just the reality of what we're seeing. And in between, you may just go back, honestly. What are we going to do with financial and this young man? And did you keep said? How is he going to even settle down when mom is already? She is the woman he's going to marry. No. Let's assess the situation, because Lord have mercy. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Mommy and boy is not even know, but this is though. Well, I hope he's keeping well. Um, I saw a post you made about divorce in Nigeria. That's why I asked if you could help. I make the post so you're aware, but it doesn't mean that I um authenticate documents. You still have to get someone who is practicing in Nigeria to help to authenticate documents. So I can tell you what may or may not become an issue just because of how many I've seen, not necessarily because I think so, but authentication of documents has to be done in Nigeria. Verification has to be done back home. You got to be kidding me, Mr. Magic. It's a year already. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh wow. Oh, okay. I was thinking Final Shandy is December. For whatever reason, I thought yours was in December too. Really? I know Miss actually was July. Oh Lord, I hope I'm right. I think so. Finals was in December. Oh really? I don't know why I thought it was in December. Yeah, Final Shandy is coming up in a year as well. Yes. Hello, Miss Abina. How are you? Final Shandy, she just literally joined. I guess. Thank you. I want to file info horn because I'm so concerned this new administration may make it difficult for us as they change the law according to them. Well, you've been saying that epic movie for almost a year now, so I'm not actually taking you serious anymore, really. I'm tired. No, I'm not tired of you. It's I'm telling you because I'm laughing because I probably would do the same. We listen, we don't judge. I probably would do the same. There's just something about sons and mothers, right? There's just something about having a son that you feel, yeah, like my oldest son and I'm close to both my kids. I always say that I love them equally. I love them differently because their love languages are different. My baby boy SJ, not SJ, baby boy TJ is physical touch. He is a huggy. He is, but he's nosy as heck. He's the mouth runs. It gives you a headache. All this one is not a touchy person. Mm-mm. You're gonna beg him to hug you. And my baby for hungry, but he is sensitive, very sensitive, very, very empathetic. And he's close to his mama. We're extremely close. So I can understand that, and everybody around us, even my mom says that girlfriend, but yeah, got to boy no girlfriend. Yeah, my little, it's possible. We listen, we don't judge yourselves, hold your judgment to yourself. It doesn't make any difference. So it is what it is. Hey, Miss Abena, how are you? He's doing that now. Okay. Exactly, Miss Abena. Mr. Magic is here. It's a miracle. And we're sure rapture didn't happen because we're all here. I think we'll make heaven. Citizenship drawing close. Be emailing you again, but this time with caution. No, Mr. Magic stressed my life. Lord knows. I was this close to getting off his case. Like, I'm imagining when I didn't know how to adopt a third one. Jesus Christ. Oh, we thank God. Yes, I remember. Fine, Shandy, when is your birthday? December. Oh, might be bad. 22nd? 22nd? December 22nd? Because I know we're talking about it being birthday / Christmas gift from God. Is your birthday December 22nd? I think. Got married before I filed EB1 AOS, and I have my green card already. If I'm still married to my spouse, which approach will I use to file for her? You filed as a green card holder. So, but as long as she is, if she's here, she has to be in, because you already have your green card already. So you can go back and add her to the EB1 because you already have the green card. So now you're just going to file a petition for her as spouse of a green card holder. He tells me, Mom, please don't come, but he knows I'm there. Oh, I showed up to my son's campus. My older son is at college. I showed up to college about a month ago. I wasn't invited. Okay. I said, "What is it? You come? What are you doing this weekend? No plans." Okay. I'm in town. Let's have lunch. He goes, "Oh, I didn't know you're coming. You don't have to know I'm coming. I'm here." Now what? Mugba, 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 mugba. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember. See, I remember your birthday. Stress doesn't let people. Yeah, he did. Mr. Magic was. I'm telling you, the third son I didn't know I needed. Hello, my boy. Hello, my baby boy. Hello, my baby boy. Look at my baby boy, y'all. Look at my baby boy. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. You ate already? Mm-hmm. You reviewed your stuff for your test? Yeah. Like, did you review again? Not the first time. Okay, please do, because we have to make 100. Nobody has two brains in your class. So if you come back with a 99, we ain't having it. Everybody says hi, TJ. Okay. That's my baby boy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, you answered the question. Okay. I was involved in an accident 2 years ago, back to back, and in 2000, okay, my back was injured, didn't work for 4 months, and then, okay. So have you paid off? So did you pay it off, or you have a payment agreement with the IRS? To be fair, your consultation fee is one of the most affordable I've come across. Thank you. And for the kind of knowledge you give freely, I'll be willing to pay extra, given the passion with. God bless you. I'm taking the flowers. Thank you. I roll to the person on Instagram. Those things don't bother me anyway. Well, thank you, so that's very much appreciated. What documents does a dad need to file I-130 for his kids whose mom he's divorced? Consult with a lawyer to figure out what you need. I lost my green card, but I have approval letter and picture of green card. What should I do now? Apply replacement or just apply citizenship? I have a green card from 12 years. You can do either. Well, why didn't you apply for citizenship as well? You can do both, or you can just apply for citizenship because it would, but it would extend but you're going to need to turn in the green card, expired green card for citizenship, or you can extend to them it was lost. But just file an I-90 and file an N-400 too. You can do that, but if you want to just do the N-400, that's fine as well. My 2-year work permit expired May of this year. I reapplied for renewal and got a 5-year approval. So what's your question, Mr. Thomas? What's the question you have? What's your question? Is it on? So what's the question? Why are reason to believe cases so hard? Why are reason to believe cases so hard? I don't understand your question. Okay. Let's see. Sin Lu, do I have answer questions? If I saw your disrespectful message, I would have just not even answered that. I hope we haven't answered the question anyway. Why are people? I think there's some people who just hide behind keyboard and just become nasty. Just because you can't be seen doesn't mean you. Okay, let's move on. Can you talk about the new $1,000 fee? I haven't, to be honest, I'm still reading through it. I know it's going to apply to those who are DACA recipients as well as military in place. But I think we'll do a post tomorrow about that. I just want to be clear, because the thing about me is whenever we have immigration updates, I read through the policies, I read through it every day. I want to make sure I just don't pick something and run with it. I read through it and make sure that I understand what it is saying before we put any post. And I want to put my usually, because we have a social media lady Kyla who does a post, but I have to read through everything because it's legal information, so it has to be accurate. And so I tried to make sure it's as simplified as possible. I've been doing a lot of my oldest kid, we do virtual training, and I lift a lot of weights, core and strength exercise. They had me doing plank push-ups yesterday, so my abdomen is like on fire. So plank push-ups are really, really, and I have to give it to him. SJ is committed. He's committed. He's disciplined. I've never seen something like I must be doing something right. But plank push-ups they make your arms stronger, but your abdomen, I'm telling you, is like, plank push-ups for real. First time I tried them, I could even go more than 2. Fast forward now, 2-3 months now, like I'm a pro, and like he has a smirk on his face, because I give him a look like, now what? But then the next day I wake up and like, okay, now this. So my stomach is hard. Yeah. So, but anyway, well, hello, Miss Zoe. How are you? Yeah. So tomorrow I will try. I'm not done. So I'm not done, but I should be done tonight. Usually when I'm in bed, those are things that I'm very nerdish. That's just what it is. Those are things I do in bed. I read through USCI's policies and immigration case laws and all that. That's what I read. I just love it. So look out for on our. If I don't have the time to make a video, then we'll just put a regular post up. Thank you. This is the kind of things that make me happy. Thank you, that girl. Thank you for your service, following your advice. I got approved with a 10-year green card. You're welcome, and congratulations. God is faithful. Can someone who overstayed his or her visa marry a citizen to get papers? Yes. I'm not saying go marry somebody to get papers, but you can. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. So there's a questions. Greetings from New Jersey. Jersey girl, greetings. I have a lot of clients in New Jersey for whatever reason. Miss F recently, who just became a citizen recently. Miss O, I got quite a number of clients. Miss Williams in New Jersey. Young one needs to maybe I should move there. Well, New York is not too far. I'm just waiting for my baby to finish high school, really, because that's the only thing that's keeping me in this, at least in Alabama area. I said she custody with his dad, so I can move, but I cannot move with my kid because his daddy they're really close to their dad anyway. But anyway, I'm a citizen trying to file for my wife. Okay, what's your question? I did my interview 1 year now, still no response. So what's your question, Ms. Raquel? I'm having issues with my spouse. We are not separated. Cannot file I-751 on my own, given the times. Well, you must have a basis for filing. If you're not separated and you're having issues, do those issues rise to the level of extreme cruelty, meaning abuse? If they do, then that will be your option. Because if you're not separated, that obviously that means you're not divorced. So you don't have the option of a divorce waiver self petition. The only other thing that you can do, obviously she's not deceased, but I'm not trying to be funny, but that's just another option. But the only other thing you can do that would be besides a joint petition is going to be extreme hardship. So you just have to figure out what you will qualify for. If you're not sure, then you may be better off meeting with an attorney so you are sure. I'm telling y'all, I feel like I can feel my abs. This boy, oh, come on, you're on you. Like seriously. I mean, it's impressive, but jeez, it's not even funny. It's not funny. Alexander, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Paid full taxes now. I don't owe any taxes. No payment plan. Paid in full for last week. Okay, so you should be fine. You should be fine. But if you want to consult with us on a one-on-one, you can go to our website and schedule a consultation. We'd be glad to answer your specific questions. But other than if that's the only concern you have, general information. I don't know anything about your background, so but if that's the only concern you have, then you should be fine. My work permit issued since August, but have not received it. What can I do? Contact USCIS. Tell them that you haven't received what was approved since August. Okay. All right, let's see. See, thank you, especially TikTok family. I really do appreciate because y'all the ones who repeat questions the most. But thank you. That went seamlessly. That just makes my brain, because my brain works in a different way. That was just really easy. So thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Hello, Miss Geraldine. How are you? Got an eye roll. I hate to be stuck with someone telling me or the law telling me something I cannot do. It doesn't sit well with me, but it is what it is. I really care. The things we do for our kids, but it is okay. My application was approved. Congratulations. I-45 cases being scheduled for an interview since 1.5. Like, how long will I wait before my interview will be scheduled? I can't answer that question. I can't. That's up to USCIS. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. All right. See how very seamlessly that went, y'all. We still have plenty of time. Listen, put your questions on now. If you send us a question, by the way, like, hey, you're online, I forgot to ask, you're going to be told to schedule a meeting. Just saying. Let's see. If a vowel has stayed, let me move this a bit. Sorry, YouTube and Facebook. Okay. If a vowel has stayed up to 43 months and no decision yet, no RFE, is it good as something concerning, or is it coming based on the trend you're seeing? There's no trend I'm seeing. The only trend is the generic RFEs they're sending. It's ridiculous, even for cases that are like considered airtight, really strong cases. There's a case that we did. I remember Mr. A's case that was like over 300 pages, vowel case. And then they sent us an RFE for almost every ground except physical presence. We felt lose mind. Okay, those are kind of things that make you go, you know what the heck is this all about? I had to take a breather. I had to take the rest of the day off. Like, it was just so like, okay, now they really got me roused up. Now we're going to fight back. Absolutely very detailed case, and to know me and our firm, the way we operate is that we label the heck out of everything. So I'm like, but one thing we've seen, and some of my colleagues, because a lot of my colleagues are also getting the generic vowel, where it's like the only thing is just different is just your name, but they just put an X and everything is the same. So you don't even necessarily know what it is that was insufficient, because they're not telling you specifically now what was they're just sending it out. They just put an X. So everything out of an X is like, did they lose the file? Like the file has to be missing for them, but we think that they're using it to buy themselves time. I think that it's a lot easier to just shell those out, because it's the same. They're just changing the names. And to tell you how really ridiculous and lazy these folks are in USCIS, dare I say it, not only, so the client actually had an I-130 case initially. And then when there was abuse in the marriage, then the attorney who represented them in the I-130 case was one who referred him to me. When they sent the RFE to my firm, they put the name of the attorney. They addressed it to the former attorney, but put my law firm and law firm address on it. Just ridiculous, just really, really lazy people at that. Yeah. And I'm thinking, you can't even take time to make sure that you're addressing the right person. So the name from the former lawyer's name is the name on the RFE, but addressed to my firm. So everyone is getting that generic RFE recently. It's just a name that's different, and they put an accent. So I think that's what they just, because they know that if they send an RFE, people are going to take their time, because, you know, like, okay, you're confused, and which it really is. That's the whole point. That's the whole agenda, to make you doubt yourself. Like, I thought I sent all of this in. And so I have my clients asking, and the good thing is, listen, I'm one that there's not, if a client doubts that we sent something in on their behalf, I always tell them, go do a FOIA of your records. I'm not even worried, because I know what we sent in. You get a copy of what we sent in within 48 hours anyways. But if you don't think, because it's confusing when if they're sending this request, I'm like, okay, but what you sent me has everything. I wish I could answer the question. But I think that's the whole point, to make us confused, make us the attorneys look like we don't know what we're doing, number one, but also make us confused altogether. Like, I thought we sent in evidence for all of this. Like, you know, you're asking for good moral character, but we just sent in police clearance letter and FBI report 3 years before filing that we don't have anything on our record. So what is the, but because they know you're going to take time to not rush through the RFE and try to make sure that this, because that's the one last shot before they make a decision. So it buys them that time frame so they can move on to another case and just, you know, delve out the RFE and be done. So that's what we think is going on, just to buy themselves time because of how backlog. I mean, we're like, I had a client yesterday that we've told him at least in no less than almost 10 emails about receipt notices, because it's like, it got to a point yesterday I was just frustrated, like, okay, because basically it was insinuating that we were lying to him. What do I have to gain in keeping your receipt notices? What would we gain? It is my joy to give you your receipt notice. But unfortunately, it makes absolutely no sense that you filed a case since May, 5 months ago, and you don't have receipt notices. But that's what we're seeing. We're just literally getting receipt notices for cases filed in April, 6 months to get receipt notices for the VAL case. But if you file your VAL petition recently, because they have now changed, so the delay has to do with cases that were filed at the Nebraska Service Center. Those who, and they're different filing locations now. So if you file your VAL petition in a different filing location besides Nebraska, you'll probably get your receipt notice within 2 to 3 weeks. But those who filed way before this, they changed the filing location. I think they changed the filing location in August. So anything before August 18, to be precise, was filed at the Nebraska. So those are taking 4, 5, 6 months. So if you are in that situation and you're going back and forth with your lawyer, and like the lawyer's not doing it, there's nothing any lawyer can do to fast track your receipt notices. Listen, when I tell you that I'm one who is always on them with a USCIS office, those people are already probably tired of me. They see my email come like, not her again. So if there's a way to make your receipt notices come faster, we would have done that. But it feels so, you feel so powerless when you can't do anything because these people are just in control, and there's nothing you can do. You just have to wait for your notices. So that's just reality of what's going on. It's just the delay in VAL cases generally. So with the 43 months RFEs, it's a complete mess. And rather than stick to the business that is paying them in USCIS, they're going out and putting on social media who's been arrested, who they called the authority on during the interview. if they spent more time actually adjudicating cases, things will be moving faster. So, but anyway, it is what it is. Any other questions? Let's see. Can you tell me, like, just get okay. Let's see. I was scheduled for an interview in front of USCIS in 4 days, but today I got emailed that's rescheduled. What should you do? I can't speculate what you should do. I'm not on your case. So if you're not sure, if you got a cancellation notice, then you may want to call USCIS just to verify. But I can't tell you whether or not you should go or not. But if you want to be on the safe side, and you're not, your home is not too far from the field office, you may just go and see. And if they tell you you're not scheduled, was canceled, at least that gives you a peace of mind. But I can't tell you what to do. Okay. All right, people. That's about it. Those are the questions we have. I went through all that. That was pretty quick. Do you have any question? The question on. Yes. Yes. Thank you. But anyway, that's all the questions we have tonight. But as always, y'all, thank you very much each and every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Coming together to just discuss immigration stuff, prayer, encouragement, testimonies. Those are the best, testimonies, and just God is faithful. God is faithful. I'm just thinking of Mr. K, one of our clients, of our case that was approved, and just how people can be so vindictive, and you want to wreck someone's life, and not having the documentation that we needed to respond to the RFE. And I was saying it on Tuesday, as we speak today, the FOIA is still pending. But I say it a whole lot, but no one is perfect. But I try. That's just my motto each day. When I find myself in a bind, or things that just don't make sense, or the decision is not clear, or the fear tries to creep in, I always remind myself, you got to choose faith over fear. And so, this was a prime example of that case, where you just have to believe that God knows what this man has been through. God knows the amount of work we put in this case. And I mean, that thing kept me up at night. I struggle with being able to separate my work from my emotions from my work, and that's one of the things, even in seminars that we do as a continuing legal education, or tell us, listen, don't take your work home. It is a job. But for me, I'm just an extremely passionate person that I always feel. I obviously can never guarantee anybody any outcome. I've done my work. That's it, right? But there's just always that part of me that, I just feel maybe because I've gone through the process myself, so I get it in a different way. It's just the commitment. It's not, that's the work I do. That's the work that I get paid to do. But when I tell you that I don't even think of, this is what I'm getting paid. No, I go in and I do what I have to do with everything I've got. Because I want to go to bed at night and know that there was nothing else I could possibly do on that case. And that's just, I need to, listen, I hardly sleep. So the little time I get to sleep, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. So just being, hello, Mr. Shitu, just being able to just turn it over to God and trust and believe that He was going to come through for him. And nothing greater than being able to call that man and tell him that his vow had been approved, and almost losing his freaking mind, because that woman put him through hell. So I say all that to say this: God still remains God. Well, we have to operate under the currency of faith, knowing that He is able. Fear will creep in. That's what that's what the devil's agenda is to make you so afraid, to run away, or to scare you away from your blessings, to scare you away from your destiny, to scare you away from having the courage to keep going. That's what fear is supposed to do. And the louder fear gets, the louder your faith should be. And keep reminding yourself day in, day out, as you're going about your business each and every day. Remind yourself, I'm going to use the currency of heaven, which is faith. I'm speaking it over this. I'm speaking it over fear. Fear has no place in my life. Fear has no grip over me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to believe that it has been done. I'm going to live like it has already been signed, sealed, and delivered by God. And the more you speak it, the more you believe it, the more you decree it, the more it becomes true. And trust and believe. There is no one that has trusted and believed God that has ever been disappointed. The result may not be what we expect at the time we expect it, but the vision remains for an appointed time. At the end, it shall speak. It does not lie. It shall come to pass just the way God has destined it for us. So let's keep believing. Let's keep trusting. Let's keep praying for one another. We are all we have. Besides our family members, our community has immigrants. That's what we have, especially during this administration. Keep coming together and just encouraging one another and praying for one another, and using one person's case as a point of contact to the other person's case, knowing that he would send divine helpers, even those cases that seem difficult, because God controls the heart of the king. Whoever is going to be in our cases, they have to favor us. Hey, they have to favor us. So speak favor, faith over fear, and speak favor over your case, your life, your children's cases, knowing that God remains in control. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.